Welcome back to Thunder Mesa Studio. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of Thunder Mesa and follow a typical mail train as it makes its rounds. With the addition of a reverse loop in the new Calico mountain section, along with recent changes to the staging yard behind the backdrop, it is now possible to operate the Thunder Mesa Mining Company layout in a realistic point-to-point fashion. Let's face it, outside of theme parks, railroads almost never operate in a closed loop. In real life, they are built to move people and goods from point A to point B. The story of Thunder Mesa is that it was the real-world, narrow-gauge short-line railroad that influenced and inspired Disney, so it's important to me that it be able to operate like one. Here's an illustration of how the railroad exists in my imagination. Beyond the modeled area of the layout, it begins at a place called Los Feliz Junction, where it branches off from the parent Santa Fe, Denver, and Carrollwood Railroad. From there, it heads southwest into the remote canyon country. The riverfront town of Thunder Mesa is the hub of all mining operations in the region, as it has been since before the coming of the railroad. All mine trains originate here, and ore from all of the area mines are processed at the Thunder Mesa mill. Concentrates are then shipped out via boxcar on a semi-regular basis. Beyond Thunder Mesa are the wilds of the living desert, an area that will later be designated as Nature's Wonderland National Monument by none other than Theodore Roosevelt. Here, the tracks cling to the rim of Coyote Canyon as they wind their way towards the rich diggings at Calico. Beyond Calico and the backdrop, the line connects with the Grizzly Flats Railroad at the town of Tumbleweed. In the fictional world of Thunder Mesa, the Grizzly Flats also connects with the Santa Fe, Denver, and Carrollwood, making a grand circle tour of the entire region possible by rail. But today, we're going to follow a typical mail train from the 1890s as it makes its rounds. U.S. mail contracts were an important source of revenue for shortline railroads, and Thunder Mesa handles theirs with a twice-weekly mixed train, trailed by the SFD&C's trusty Combine number 101. This train also handles local passenger traffic, the Wells Fargo Express box, and less than carload freight between stops along the line. Southbound from Los Feliz Junction on a beautiful morning, we catch up with the mail train emerging from tunnel number 1 for the first stop at Rainbow Ridge. There's no work at the siding today, so it's just a quick mail stop while the fireman tops off the tender from the Rainbow Ridge water tank. Passing through Tunnel 2, we enter Indian Country and the remote backstretch of the Thunder Mesa line. Just beyond Horse Thief Canyon is Tunnel number 3, which brings us to the outskirts of Thunder Mesa. Arriving at the depot right on time, the engine crew will do a little switching, while the conductor and station agent assist passengers and deal with the incoming and outgoing mail. Less than carload freight is also offloaded on the station platform, while a few parcels are picked up for delivery down the line in Calico and beyond. A boxcar load of ore concentrates has been spotted at the siding by the Thunder Mesa switching crew. The mail train's job is to pick up this car for transfer back at Los Feliz Junction, and to drop off the privately owned Light 'em and Hide car that's loaded with explosives bound for the various mines. It's a bit of a tense operation, and the crew takes its time with the switching chores. Dynamite doesn't take well to rough handling, so slow and steady is the rule. Easy does it, fellas. Okay, that'll do it. That hazardous cargo is the mining crew's problem now. Now to top off again at the Thunder Mesa water tank, preparing for that long, dry journey through the living desert. Now the engine crew gets a short break, while the conductor checks the train and everything is squared away for the next leg of the journey. Beyond Big Thunder Creek, we enter the living desert and pass beneath majestic McKinnon Arch, gateway to nature's wonderland. The rule is dead slow across Geyser Gulch Trestle. No telling how long she's going to last. Here in Dinosaur Gap, we see the sun-bleached bones of an ancient creature, revealed by erosion and discovered by grading crews when the railroad was first built through these parts. Tunnel number 4 brings us into Coates Caverns, named for their discoverer, Claude Coates, often called Rainbow Caverns for the multicolored waterfalls and glowing crystals. Emerging from the caverns, we pass below Natural Bridge and enter the remote outpost of Hanging Rock, home of the Hellengone mine. Hanging Rock is a whistle stop along the line, and today it looks like someone is flagging down the train for a ride. Engine crews don't like to stop very long here due to all of the outlaw activity in the area. Up ahead is the Devil's Garden and those teeter-totter balancing rocks. Truth is, they haven't moved in years, but that doesn't mean they won't start moving sometime soon. Now we cross the highest, longest bridge on the line, spanning an arm of Coyote Canyon. Circle D Ranch, home of the railroad's president and general manager, is just past the bridge on the right. Hugging the rim of the canyon, we come to the outskirts of Calico, but we won't be stopping here just yet. Entering the land of unfinished scenery, we pass the Calico Mining Company before coming to the future location of Tunnel Number 5 through the heart of Calico Mountain. This route will take us back to the staging area behind the backdrop that represents Tumbleweed and regions beyond. But our train will take the new reverse loop leading back to Calico Station and a return trip the way we came. With all of the booming mines in this area, Calico is a major source of revenue for the railroad. It also happens to be home of the best fried chicken in these parts, and Cordelia's Cafe is a favorite lunch stop for the Thunder Mesa crews. The Wells Fargo Express box has been dropped at the station with the mine payroll still intact, so after a long lunch and a big slice of berry pie, it's time for the return trip. Crossing Spencer Gulch, we enter the living desert again, and as the brochures say, the scenery's even better on the way back. By late afternoon, we're back in Thunder Mesa again. A short time later, as the sun starts to get low, we make a final stop at Rainbow Ridge before heading backstage once again. Now that we're backstage, let's take a look at how trains are turned here and made ready for the next day's work. First, the locomotive is uncoupled from the train and turned on a trusty old Atlas turntable. They may not be much to look at, but they are inexpensive and pretty reliable, and the indexing works great. Since the combine also acts as a caboose on the mixed mail train, it needs to be swapped to the other end on the runaround track. I also like to turn the combine on the turntable so that all the O-scale people are facing in the right direction. This is also the time to bring in the old 050 to swap out any cars to be used on the next train. Then it's recoupled to the combine and the train is ready to head out for another point-to-point run. And that's a day's work for the mail train on the Thunder Mesa line. I hope you enjoyed the ride and will come back and see us again real soon. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe. You can even help get them on the air by becoming a Thunder Mesa patron at patreon.com/Thunder Mesa. Keep moving forward, amigos. Adios for now.